So now I'd like to invite Phil Mumford to come and share a little bit and give us an update and upgrade on events at the Boys and Girls Club. Phil?
And thank you, Campbell, for allowing me to come and speak today. Just to give everyone an update about the Boys and Girls Club. You know, if you had asked me 3 or 4 months ago, I would probably say that things would look definitely a lot different than they do today. But we have been blessed to be in a community that has been so supportive of our mission. And for those of you that don't know our mission, it is to enable all young people, especially those who need us the most, to be able to reach their full potential as caring, productive, and responsible citizens. And once the middle of March came around and we knew that things were going to change, we basically ceased operations for a couple of weeks as we tried to gather ourselves to figure out what was most important. We looked back to that mission and we realized that in order to help fulfill a child to bring about our mission, they have to have those basic needs fulfilled first. And when you think about those basic needs of a roof over your head and clothes on your back and food in your belly, we knew that we had something that we might be able to help our children with. So since the March 31st, we have served over 246 kids, up to 5 meals a week and 5 snacks, totaling over 25,000 meals that we provided from the Boys and Girls Club to kids in Lancaster and Northumberland counties. It is amazing what we can do sometimes when we really try to put our focus into it. We also realized that we couldn't have the kids in our club. Typically, we would have had 115 to 120 kids a day march through the end of school. And the fact is that we didn't. So how do we reach them? So we started doing Club on the Go bags. And each week we were providing an activity packet that would go out into the communities to each of these kids. Thankfully, friends in the community, different organizations from the libraries, from the 4-H, from several other organizations, started to provide us additional materials and supplies to make that even more enriching. So we thank them for all their help. We also, just like the church, we had to develop our own digital platforms. Never had really done a lot of that. Now we're on Instagram and we have our own YouTube channel. So technology has become a piece of what we offer. I would only like to say that once things started lifting and we started to understand what the future was going to look like, we were able to reopen our club to kids on June 22nd. Now, typically in the summer, we're serving close to 150 kids, and we are thrilled and excited that we're serving 40 kids right now in 3 different locations, making sure that we're following social distancing and safety guidelines. While all that's going on, there's so much going on in the background just to make sure that all these pieces go and are running smoothly. I'd like to report, though, that we are now at full capacity on our staff. Again, we had 32 back in March. We ended up having to furlough many of them, about 2/3. We are now back up to 100% so that we can provide those opportunities to our kids. And you think, well, that's a lot. Well, we already had a lot going on, because if you drive down Main Street in Kilmarnock, you'll see what I believe is one of the most beautiful buildings going up in Kilmarnock. And that is the new Boys and Girls Club facility. And I also have to thank Campbell Church and all of our faith community that came together to help us kind of finish that campaign. We raised, with Campbell's help and about 15 to 20 more churches, we raised over $150,000 that went towards the total $2.6 million campaign. The building should be open. We're expected to be open come November 1st, or at least I'll be able to start moving things in come November 1st. And if we're lucky, I've been told it might be earlier. So we feel blessed. But while all that's going on, you know, we had that. We're still trying to recover from our fire from 1.5 years ago. And because of all of that, I'll tell you, we finished our campaign back 6 months ago. But as the reality of the cost came in, I would just like to let the community know that if anyone is interested in helping us finish a few small details on our project that had to be put off, be it a playground outside, be it refreshing our gymnasium, come talk to me. I'd love to talk to the people in the community about how you can possibly help us make these last pieces of the project come to fruition. Thank you.